Welcome back to Second and Short. It is Monday, April 21st, 2025. NFL Draft Week is here. We are 3 days away from the third annual Second and Short Draft Night Special live on YouTube. We'll talk more about it in a second. We're almost a month into the MLB season, and it has been chaos for literally everybody. I mean, the best team in baseball is below 500 on the road, if that tells you anything. We haven't had much college football news to cover, but since the season has ended and now we have spring practices, it has brought us quite a few headlines to cover. Colin, how are you doing today? I don't know what what you're doing at the moment.
You know, we're just out here living.
You're okay. It's 4:20 as we're recording this, and Colin's acting like he is under the influence, I guess.
As Nathan just said, we should have our Cody Bellinger moments. So,
Colin, you have plenty of Cody Bellinger moments even when you're not trying to.
that's not true.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
the draft night special is going to be live right here on YouTube on Thursday. If you're not already listening on YouTube, go over to the YouTube and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you know exactly when we go live and exactly when everything else goes up here on YouTube on that draft night special at 7:50 p.m. That's what I've decided is the time. 7:50 p.m. live on YouTube. Me, Colin, Nathan, Luke, Mike, all going to be here in person covering every single pick, all the trades, all the news, everything that goes down for the first 32 picks of the draft will be covered live on YouTube by us on the Second and Short Draft Night Special. Very excited.
You're gonna want to tune in because me and Grayson got some heat coming.
Yes.
Oh man,
I've already I've been putting together discussion topics. I've been like sitting by myself at night, just like thinking about what I want to talk about on the Draft Night Special.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm more than okay. If I got to spend 80 years of life sitting alone thinking about football, I'd be the happiest man on earth.
You'd be like the loneliest man on earth.
No. You have it all wrong.
But I was mainly talking about like our fits for bringing heat.
Oh, we're also bringing heat with that. Yeah.
But, yeah.
We got some good jerseys coming.
Yeah, man. I just want to make sure you're doing all right. All right.
No, I'm doing great. And if I just got to be left alone to my own devices with just football as my means, I'd be doing even better. Also, mock drafts. We're going to have 2 mock drafts dropping this week, both graphics only, no video, but we'll have the graphics coming out on TikTok and Instagram. First will be Luke, then it will be Colin. I think they're going to go out either on Monday and Wednesday or Monday and Tuesday, so we'll just have to see. That really just comes down to how much time I have. But
and me.
Yeah, Colin does still need to send me a mock draft.
I leave tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or today.
Are you driving?
I'm driving as we're talking right now.
Damn. Well, are you the one driving?
Yeah.
I was going to say, on the car ride, I mean, you could make 500 mock drafts if you wanted to.
I can still do that while I'm driving.
Well, only send me one. Please don't do that while driving. You just say it out loud to other people in the car. But yeah, we got some mock drafts coming out as well. So make sure you're following us on Instagram and TikTok. Stay up to date on those 2 things. Join the Second and Short subreddit. We don't always talk about that, but do that as well. You can submit some questions. But of course, join us on Thursday for the Draft Night Special. There obviously won't be an episode on Friday, so Thursday will be the episode. And then next week, we'll be in Myrtle Beach, but we're still gonna have an episode coming out on Monday. It might be a YouTube exclusive. We'll see. But we'll have the episode coming out where we're going to grade everybody's draft classes. So that'll be fun as well. Colin, anything we need to cover before we get into our MLB recap today?
Did you have a good Easter?
I did. I had a good Easter, good lunch.
It's one of like the few Sundays like I haven't worked in forever.
Yeah.
Like I woke up this morning not knowing what to do. But I got home Saturday night, right to the couch. Stayed on the couch till Sunday morning.
That's how it goes, man. Well, today we got an MLB recap. We're going to do some NFL draft predictions, which I think will be a very fun exercise. And then we'll wrap things up with a little bit of college football news to talk about. And then if we've got time, we'll play a game or 2.
Yeah. What do you think of Nathan's shirt today?
We're not getting into that. Already made my comments off the podcast.
You just say, I think you said hate right before you said me.
Yeah, I do. I hate the shirt. All right, this week, Nathan's going to do timestamps, right?
Nathan, I like your shirt. I just want to say, very fashion.
Nobody's going to get to see it, though. All right. Time for an MLB recap, and we're going to start off with the Braves as we do. A little state of the Braves check-in.
This is a good recap, bad recap?
Good recap for the Braves. Good recap for the Braves. We won back-to-back games for the first time this season.
We're rolling a little
We
bit
are.
right
We're
now.
rolling.
The
We're
team's
rolling.
looking a lot better.
Yeah, 7-13.
The offense is...
Sorry, 8-13 now. Sorry.
We're 6-2 at home, so we just need to play at home.
Yeah. Yeah, works for me. I'm down to play at home as much as possible.
Doogie, man.
Yeah, Verdugo. Yesterday went 4 for 4. Today 1 for 4. But
I meant to say, when I texted you, I meant to say tomorrow he's going to, like,
oh,
have that
yeah,
stat
yeah.
line.
Because when you texted me on Friday and you
He
said
went 0 for 4.
when you said he was going to go 2 for 4 with a home run,
He went 0 for 4.
I think I was closer by saying he'd get a golden sombrero.
I think he had 2 Ks.
Yeah, much closer. Let's talk about the biggest thing that happened with the Braves this weekend, in my opinion, is Jared Kelenic. Jared Kelenic hits a ball that, you could have thought it was going to leave the yard. He sure did. He sure thought it was going to leave the yard.
Doesn't need to be your first assumption.
Definitely shouldn't be your first assumption.
Especially if you're Jared Kelenic.
Yeah, of all people. But the ball hits off the wall. And he tries to extend it into a double, gets tagged out at second base after spending like 30 seconds getting to first. And he gets tagged out at second. Keeps playing the game. Whatever. After the game, Brian Snitker in his press conference is asked about Kelenic not hustling. And I think somebody asked like if he was going to get benched. And he said like, why would I do that? I don't know. Maybe you have a history with that. Considering when Mark Bowman, MLB insider for the Braves, tweeted about Brian Snitker saying that and defending Kelenic, Ronald Acuna himself responded to it on Twitter and said, if it were him, he would have been benched. Because this literally happened. Like, almost exactly. It hit off the same part of the wall that Ronald Acuna hit it off of back in 2019 when he didn't hustle and he got tagged out at second, trying to extend it into a double.
It's crazy because you would think that it would be like roles reversed. Like,
Yeah.
if it happened to Acuna, you could see him staying in the game.
Exactly.
But with Kelenic, he'd be out.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. And Acuna, obviously this tweet got deleted within an hour, but Acuna's so right.
Yeah.
He's so right to call them out on that. It does kind of, it's a little bit BS when you're hurt and you're away from the team to be doing that, but also I don't blame him at all because he's right.
Just because he's away from the team doesn't mean he doesn't have influence on the team.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think anybody that's mad at Acuna in this scenario is stupid. If anything, you should be mad at Brian Snitker.
If you're a Braves fan, you're not mad at Acuna.
Exactly. But yeah, Brian Snitker, I think he's lost his edge since we won the World Series. I'll say it. I mean, this team's a little bit out of control right now.
Go get Steven Vogt.
Dude, we were talking about potential replacements for Brian Snitker because I do think he might retire at the end of the year.
Get Ron back.
Ron coming back would be awesome. Walt Weiss,
Bring
maybe.
Zach Neto with you.
I have man, I would love Zach Neto, but I have a feeling it'll be just another within the organization. I mean, Tuyasa Sopo would make sense. He was managing in the minors for a while, so we'll just have to see about that. Little positive note here for the Braves to round off the Braves talk. This was just the week of Drake Baldwin.
Yes.
What a week Drake Baldwin had himself. 2 for 3 on Tuesday, 1 for 4 with his first career home run on Wednesday, a pinch hit go-ahead 2 RBI single on Friday, and then Sunday, a 2-run home run. Look at that. How about it?
I love that his home run was at Truist Park, too.
Yeah. Yeah, in this run that he's been on, he has totally turned around the numbers. I mean, he's on a pretty good hit streak right now. I think 6 games. 6-game hit streak.
Yeah, he's been killing it.
Yeah, 6-game hit streak all the way back to that game against Miami. I love that he's getting in the lineup a little bit more. I mean,
you can tell because that average is just shooting up.
Yeah, yeah. Since that before that Miami, since before the hit streak, he was what 0.56. Is that what that is?
Yep.
Yeah, 0.56 average before that Miami game. Now batting .237. Love to see it from Drake Baldwin. Glad he's getting things going offensively. Yeah, it doesn't even have today's game, so it's a 7-game hit streak now.
Oh, wouldn't that be 2 home runs then?
Yeah, he has 2 home runs in the stretch. All right. let's talk about the Reds. They certainly are the headline of Sunday. If I had to guess, considering they scored 24 runs on the Orioles, and their two biggest contributors
8 and 9
of the
hole.
game, the 8 and 9 hole, Noelvi Marte and Austin Wins. Noelvi Marte goes 5 for 7. Unbelievably, 7 RBIs for him. Did have 2 strikeouts, but he hit a homer. Insane game. Austin Wins 6 for 7, 6 RBIs. Also had a home run, no strikeouts for him. And the two of them scored 5 runs between them. Unbelievable day. What is it, 19 total bases between the two of them in this game? Just unbelievable stuff. Austin Hayes as well. Talked about him on the Friday episode that he started off his career with the Reds with a 3-run go-ahead home run. Well, then in this game goes 4 for 6, scores 4 runs, had an RBI and a walk. Just absolutely killer day for the Reds offense. You had Ellie De La Cruz making an insane diving play up the middle, followed that up with a bomb for himself. I mean, this lineup went crazy against the Orioles. And let's, if you watched Friday's MLB recap, you'll know how I'm doing this now. I've got 2 categories, bad pitching, good pitching. We're starting off with the bad pitching today because the Orioles cannot pitch, just in general. And it starts with today's outing from Charlie Morton, yet another absolute dumpster fire.
Look at
for
all
old
those
Charlie.
ERAs for the Orioles pitching right there.
Yeah.
Is that Gary Sanchez that came in to pitch?
Yes. Not a single ERA below 11 not a single ERA below 10.89, and that is Charlie Morton's ERA now after 2.1 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a home run.
Oh, I just realized they had 2 position players pitch because that's Jorge Mateo too.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and tell me that Perez is a position player too.
Cionel Perez, I don't believe so. But Cody Poteet, definitely a pitcher, definitely gave up 5 earned runs. I mean, it's absolutely brutal. And what's funny is that yesterday, Brandon Hyde, who's the Orioles manager, said, our bullpen's had a pretty heavy load so far. When we're getting 4-inning starts, it's going to take its toll. Come on, Charlie Morton, need you. That's the bottom line. We need to give some of these guys a break. And then the next day, Charlie Morton takes the mound and completes 2.1 innings. Awful. Shout out to Tomoyuki Sugano, though. The other day, he became the first Orioles starter this season to pitch 7 innings. It's a little late in the season to be seeing that. But he had a great day with against the Guardians. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 3 Ks. Not perfect, but I mean, 7 innings is 7 innings. I think Zach Eflin's gone 6 like twice, and that's the only other guy. What you got, Nathan?
Currently, Charlie Morton is sitting 12th all-time as the highest ERA with at least 20 innings pitched in a season.
Whew. Brutal. Who's the worst?
Oral Hershiser in 2000.
Wow. That's, yeah, okay. Well, the fact that Oral Hershiser was pitching in 2000 is kind of crazy.
That
He
card,
had
that card was always insane.
24.2 innings pitched with a 13.14 ERA.
Yeah. Great commentator, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next one. Next one in the bad pitching category, Sandy Alcantara. Not a good day for Sandy against the Phillies. 2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, and a home run, and just 1 strikeout in those 2 innings pitched through 61 pitches across the 2 innings of work. Another really bad one. Jordan Wicks made his debut for the Cubs against the Diamondbacks. 0 innings pitched. 3 hits, no walks, no strikeouts on 5 pitches.
Oh, man.
He threw 5 pitches, gave up 3 singles, gets pulled, next batter, grand slam. I mean, that is brutal. Brutal way to start your year for Jordan Wicks. And quickly, I know nobody really cares about this. Hunter Green against the Orioles today. 3 innings, yesterday. 3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 3 home runs allowed. All right, next, good pitching.
No. Go back a little bit.
No,
Nathan, go to today's box score,
no.
please. Today?
Hunter Green. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday's game.
So Saturday.
Yeah. The Reds and the Orioles.
Yeah, we're gonna sit here for a minute.
No, we don't need them. I mean, that's useless. Hunter Green was fine. Yeah, no, he was awful. Shout out to Spears coming in, taking down the last 4 innings of this game. I know they lost, but shout out to him. That's some tough work to come out and just throw 94 pitches out of the bullpen. I mean, the Orioles, why did they have so many pitchers in this game?
I mean, look, one
my
inning,
God.
0.1, 1,
0.2,
0.2,
1,
1,
0.
0.
Yeah. Okay, so Hunter Green allowed 2 hits off the slider in this game. So, yeah, look, can't always have A-plus stuff.
Who had the most success against them?
Yeah, who had the best day for the Orioles in that game?
Let me guess, Tyler O'Neill. Gunner.
Gunner. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or Ramon Laureano, bro.
Oh, wow. Ramon Laureano. Pinch hitting for Heston Kjerstad. Yeah, he must have replaced him.
He must have got hurt.
Yeah, but Ramon Laureano with a 2-home-run game. That's insane.
I hate that Ramon Laureano over there. It says,
Blast
a dinger.
Jesus, that is an awful title for a video.
Yeah, shout out the Orioles, man. Making Hunter Green look like a bum.
All right. Let's talk about good pitching this week.
Yeah, not talking about Hunter Green.
Jacob deGrom versus the Dodgers. We got some,
Is he back?
some great deGrom. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. He did give up a home run, but 96 pitches.
Yeah, but I'm sure he had run support this time.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Not Jock Peterson, though.
No, Jock Peterson certainly did not support him. We'll talk about that later. Also in this series, we got a great showing from Yamamoto. 7 innings pitched for him, 5 hits, no runs, no walks, 10 strikeouts. Unbelievable. Lowered his ERA down to 0.98, and now he is on a 21 innings streak without allowing an earned run.
Lost
to Yamamoto.
Oh, they got.
Oh, he got no run support. Nice. Yeah, that's deGrom for you. That's actually the ideal deGrom starting.
I would be.
Yeah, I mean Yamamoto was unbelievable.
And then you got Kirby Yates and Tanner Scott coming out of the pen.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
God.
Yikes. Dude, I would be so pissed.
Yeah, especially when you give up 1 run and it was a solo shot. That is brutal. Damn. And you're not even facing Ohtani. He was out for this whole series.
Yeah,
he
he
had a
went
kid.
yard.
Shout out to Shohei.
Tommy Edman went yard.
I think was it a leadoff home run? That would be crazy. Yeah, it was. deGrom starts off the game by giving up a home run, doesn't give up another run in 7 innings of work, and then they give up in the top of the 9th 2 more runs and lose. That's awful. Got a little more good pitching. Luis Severino had himself a day in Milwaukee. 8 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, no walks. Only 1 strikeout, though. 8 innings of work, 1 strikeout.
I guess
Brutal for the defense.
Yeah. He really is a pitch to contact guy, though.
Sometimes he's got some strikeout stuff, but yeah. 19th percentile K rate is kind of crazy. I guess he just doesn't have the off speed because he's got a good fastball.
I mean, he doesn't miss a lot of barrels.
Yeah. He's throwing the sweeper, actually throwing the sweeper quite a bit to not be getting strikeouts. Interesting.
Yeah, he's always been known as a sinker first kind of guy. Which
Very
makes sense
interesting.
because he generates a lot of ground balls.
Yeah. Got a guy, I'm just hand up, never heard of him. Landon Roop for the Giants.
Yeah.
Against the Angels, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. His 2 earned runs, 2 Mike Trout solo shots. So you can't really blame him. I mean, that might be the GOAT right there, hitting 2 home runs off you. I think I can excuse it. Andrew Abbott. We were talking about that Reds and Baltimore series. Reds got a good start out of Andrew Abbott. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 11 Ks.
He had to pick up the slack.
Yeah, man.
Hunter Green just didn't help him.
All right. Enough.
You said that guy was going to win Cy Young?
Dude, it's 1 start in
I don't-
April.
I don't know about
Chill
that,
out,
man.
Chill. He was literally the best starting pitcher in baseball before this start yesterday.
Where is he now?
Still one of them. Andrew Abbott having a great year. Wow. Horrible fastball velo, but you don't really expect that from him.
No, but
Shout out
he's-
Virginia.
He's got gross off speed, though.
Yeah. Let's look at that.
Yeah, look
the
at his
pitch ratios.
look at his whiff rate.
He gets
bro.
barreled up a lot, though. That's kind of crazy. That was 2023, Nathan.
He's got the curve and the sweeper.
Wow. Top 2% in expected batting average. That's And hard hit percentage. That's crazy to be giving up that many barrels, but that low of a hard hit percentage. And a 40% K rate is crazy when he's not really throwing heat like that.
Throws the cutter 2.9% of the time.
Yeah, he's done 5 cutters.
That's probably the pitch that would get rocked.
Yeah. Yeah, 47% four seams. Then he goes to the changeup,
which is
25%
crazy. Saying that he
curveball.
doesn't even throw that hard.
Yeah.
Only 91.
Bro, that sweeper must be filthy. Look at that chart
Yeah.
for the sweeper. That's wild. Next guy, Casey Mize. This guy's 5th in the rotation. Yeah, he must have spiked one. 5th in the rotation for the Tigers is Casey Mize. 7 innings pitched, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts on 88 pitches against the Royals. I mean, when Detroit can just throw out this rotation like they do, it is actually unbelievable. And obviously, Casey Mize isn't like, a top-of-the-line starter. He's off to a good start
he was
this year.
supposed to be.
Yeah, he was supposed to be.
He was
for
supposed
sure.
to be the guy in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, his first overall pick in 2018.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Insane.
And then a little bit of reliever love. Luke Weaver, now the first pitcher in Yankees history to in the first 8 games of the season, allow 0 runs, have 2 or fewer hits allowed on 35-plus batters faced. I mean, this guy is...
Florida State guy?
Oh, yeah. Big Florida State guy. Shout out Dream Weaver.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. 99th percentile in expected ERA and expected batting average. This guy has just been a machine. Good thing they don't use Devin Williams, right? Devin Williams, on the other hand, out of the Yankees bullpen, blew a game against the Rays in unbelievable fashion. Just what a bad year Devin Williams is having for the Yankees.
Oh.
It is absolutely awful. Yeah, that's good. He gets down the mound, and then everything goes to shit from there. He's 99th percentile in extension, which is huge for a guy that throws a changeup, by the way.
Opposing teams are literally just like, all right, let's get Devin in this game.
Yeah, I mean, last 2 seasons, he finished the year with a sub-1 whip. Right now, he's got a 2.25 whip. I mean, you're coming out of the bullpen.
you gotta, if you're a closer, you gotta be under 1.
That's what I'm saying. And this guy,
Like, you can get away like under 1.5,
yeah,
but like
this guy's a perennial all-star.
being above 2, brother,
Off.
you might lose your job next year.
Yeah,
You're going to the Angels, buddy. And you're
Yeah.
gonna be a bullpen guy.
He's also walking guys at a far higher than his career high rate. That is awful. Absolutely awful from Devin Williams right now.
Yeah, nobody's chasing his shitty pitches anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. That is kind of crazy to be top 1 percentile in strikeout ratio and 4%, bottom 4th in walks. That is kind of insane.
Can you just
It's
like
also such a small sample size that it could just be so extreme.
it's weird.
Whatever. All right, that's enough of that. This is kind of good pitching, but also kind of like just a cool story. Patrick Corbin, did you guys hear about this?
I
So
do not.
he allowed 1 run in like 5 1/3, whatever, gets pulled. But on his day off, the day before, got bit by a venomous spider and just played the next game, like started the next game.
Spider-Man.
I guess, maybe. Yeah, so he said in his press conference, something bit me, but I still don't know what. They were able to work it out and just kind of maintain it through the day, but it's still pretty sore. It's just kind of it's kind of just something that's really strange. I was just fortunate to get through yesterday, and I have some time to recover and be good to go. That's insane. Think about Trevor Bauer. That man could like cough 1 time in the morning, and he's just not starting that day. Patrick Corbin might be Spider-Man now.
Something bit me.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Liam Hendricks taking the mound for the first time in 681 days.
And that's a lovely first pitch.
Yeah. Not great.
Look what's trending.
Arias. Yeah, that was, I guess we can talk about that too. Luis Arias got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, because Dubon doesn't know how to fucking cover first on a
yeah.
bunt play.
Yeah, that was a little tough.
Whoa.
Tough to see. But yeah, Arias transported to the hospital. He is stable, conscious, responsive, and able to move his extremities, which is good because he was truly passed out on the ground for a moment at least. And then he
Did you see
kind
that
of
first comment?
moved around. No, I don't know if we should read it. Anything good here? Oh, yeah, the Joe Adell walk-off. We watched this one live. It was pretty sick.
Yeah, Nito was fucking gone.
Yeah, bases loaded, down by 2, 1 out. Joe Adell ropes one down the line to left, and Zach Nito scores from first. I mean, it was a great hit, but it easily could have been caught by Matt Chapman as well. What a waste of a good start from Verlander, too. Let's see what else we've got.
How can you not be romantic about baseball? How do you feel about those City Connects for the Rockies?
I don't mind them.
I think they're pretty sick.
I don't think they're as good as the other ones, but they're still good.
I don't think they're better than the mountain ones that they have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The mountain ones are better. The logo's cool, and that patches on the arm, the sleeve, it looks pretty good.
Nazim Nunez got called up.
Oh, damn. I know, speaking of Nationals, who was it? Oh, Dylan Cruz had 2 home runs the other day.
Let's go. Y'all know who Nazim Nunez is, right?
No, I've heard of the
He
name.
went to Collins Hills, Georgia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love all these guys from Georgia that are. I mean, Chandler Simpson got called up.
Yeah.
He's a dog. He's just been putting the speed on display, of course, as he does. I mean, the guy stole 106 bases last year. But yeah, first big league hit for Chandler Simpson, RBI double in the 9th inning. Yeah, definitely. We're going to talk about that. It's in my notes. He made Max Fried's life hell today. First inning, or maybe not the first inning, but the first time Simpson came up, hit a grounder to the first baseman, and we've seen him reach on that before, but he like races to first base with Max Fried, and Fried just barely beats him to the base, and then the two of them look over at each other, and wait, what is that? Oh, interesting. It was I thought it was Max Fried on like a rehab start. I was so confused. But yeah, that was pretty amazing. I mean, 31.1 feet per second from Chandler Simpson to get to first base. I
love that he
crazy.
Like was actually full speed out of the box.
Yeah. 21 miles an hour. About to break the speed limit in a neighborhood.
Most pros hit a ground ball to first and they just jog.
Yeah. Yeah. I love Chandler Simpson.
I mean, he just getting called up, you got to earn your spot to stay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, he's certainly earning it. And then, yeah, he ended up technically breaking up Max Fried's no-hitter in the 7th inning, right? Because he grounds to first. And this is, by the way, a horrible call to move that to be a hit. That is a true error on Paul Goldschmidt.
I think the only thing that they're considering is that he was safe no matter what, even if he fielded that. Like, look how far down the line he already is.
Definitely. He's beating that out for sure. But I mean, we can't factor in assumptions. That's clearly a fielding error on Paul Goldschmidt.
Bro,
that's got to get stopped.
If you're Fried, you got to throw a fastball high and just pray he pops it up.
But he puts everything on the ground, which is insane. Yeah, that's just how he plays because he knows he can make it.
Be the next D. Gordon of baseball.
Oh, yeah, Gerard Dyson,
Terrence Gore.
Yeah, but yeah, Chandler Simpson is very fun to watch because just like anytime he could put the bat on the ball, he might get to first base. But yeah, awful decision to score that a hit. Yeah, so it took them 3 innings to change that error to a hit, which is kind of insane. But Fried ended up allowing another single. Yeah, right after the change, which is just awful. I mean, that is stupid, but also glad Max Fried didn't throw a no-hitter because he's not a Brave. Next thing, the Brewers stole 6 bases in the first inning today.
What?
Yeah. Went up 4-0 after stealing 6 times, had 2 errors on attempted throws and a balk, all in the first inning. I mean, that's just chaos. And of course, it was against the Athletics, and they won 14-1.
Not Jeffrey Springs.
But I mean, Nathan, let's go look at the play-by-play on this first inning. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, so you go to the bottom of the first. Yeah, so Terang singles, Torrijos strikes out, and then Terang steals second. Yelich walks, throwing error by Langoliers after the walk. I don't know what happened there. I never saw it, but somehow Yelich gets to third base on something. I would assume that's during Contreras' at bat. But then Contreras walks. Hoskins singles to left. Yelich scores. Contreras goes to second. Contreras scores on the balk, and Hoskins moves to third. Frelick walks. Haskins scores on another throwing error by Langoliers. Shout out him for not being a Brave anymore. And Frelick gets thrown out at third. Crazy. And then the inning ends on a pop-up. But yeah, 4 runs, 2 errors, and 6 times they stole a base in that inning. Unbelievable.
And then Langoliers started the next striking out.
Yeah. Awful stretch for Shea Langoliers.
But Jacob Wilson somehow found infield.
Well, I mean, he's not going to strike out, and he's definitely not going to walk.
He's a dog, bro.
Yeah. Love Jacob Wilson so much. Got one more thing here. Jock Peterson is just awful.
Yeah.
This guy hasn't recorded a hit in 11 games. He got benched today because he has been 0 for 36 in this stretch of 11 games. I mean,
is he batting like .56 or something like that?
Yeah, I believe you're spot on there with Jock. Just absolutely.
Oh, batting run value,
awful.
bro.
Oh, sorry, .55 or .055. Sorry. Yes, negative batting run value. Actually, can you pull up Baseball Reference so we can see what his WAR is right now? I would love to know.
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah. Oh, man. If I had to guess, he's probably got like negative .7 WAR.
You don't think it could be near
negative
1?
1.1. Damn.
Yeah. 55 at bats, 3 hits.
Bro, he's got a negative OPS plus. League average is 100. He's got a negative 32.
Brother, break up with her.
Bro, hang it up. Him and Charlie Morton need to hang it up, bro. We all saw the pictures of Jock Peterson year by year. Hang it up, brother. That 220 is gracious. Let's just say that.
But thank you for doing what you did with the Braves.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for the big cock jock moment. Okay, I've got some Reddit videos I just want us to watch
maybe
from
bring the pearls
baseball
back.
stuff.
Does he need to bring the pearls back?
I think it got played out. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just have a couple videos that we should watch. So first, Jose Caballero, the first one at the top there. This one is actually unbelievable. You just click on that, it'll open up a little thing. So Caballero bobbles this and then just tosses it between the legs to get the out at second. He does reach safely at first, but I mean, that play is unreal. Just right between his legs, bare hand, flip it between the legs.
Looking, bro.
Yeah, no
that
look either.
Been really bad.
Yeah. Shout out Jose Caballero. Also, did that guy not step on first?
No.
Okay. So yeah, they did end up overturning that to a double play because yeah, he's definitely not on first.
Is that Goldschmidt?
Oh yeah, that is Goldschmidt. God, he just kept fucking up in this series.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think his foot might have slid forward into the bit. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, that play by Caballero is unbelievable. What's the next video we've got in there?
Wait.
Oh yeah, we're about to see if it gets overturned. Watch it end right before he calls it.
Hey.
Okay, they did call him out. So we got the double play, which is even crazier.
Caballero.
Yeah. Shout out Caballero right there. Josh Young hit maybe the craziest spin ball I've ever seen. It changed directions twice. He hits the ball, lands in fair territory twice. It skips in fair territory. Then it jumps up, goes into foul territory, and then spins back the other way and comes inside of the base path. And shout out the ump for making the call to call it fair. But, I mean, especially with Max Muncy at third, obviously Jace Young reached safely. Yeah, absolutely unbelievable. Oh, he was out.
Yeah, he was arguing.
Oh, he thought it was foul. Oh, that's crazy. That's even crazier. Oh, well, that's not the home plate umpire's call. That's
I'm pretty sure it was to end the game. Yeah, it was to end the game.
Wow. I didn't even realize that. I thought he made it safely.
Brother, bust your ass to first and then argue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is crazy. The Giants and Angels, I mean, what are we doing here? Okay, everything looks good here. All right. So he just doesn't catch that. This guy thinks he's out.
Is that Nito?
I don't even know who it was, but he just thought he was out. And then they try and throw it over, and then everybody just falls.
I'm pretty sure that's Nito.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It's just everything was just wrong.
Nope, that's Taylor
Is that
Ward.
Taylor Ward? Yeah. I mean, that was just awful. Awful stuff. And I mean, the Giants and Angels, I'm not
Make the pick,
that
bro.
surprised.
What are you doing?
Yeah, who was that? Ramos?
I think it's Lamonte Wade Jr.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. And then you just catcher's just on his ass. I mean,
Poor Patrick Bailey, bro.
brutal. Well, we got one more. Yeah. Alan Roden just getting absolutely laid out by Rowdy Tellez. And Rowdy doesn't move here, which I love.
Was he out?
Yeah, he was. Which is even worse, too.
He
Yeah, and then Rowdy tagged him, too, which is
That's
so
devious,
funny.
bro.
So funny. But, like, what's funny is, like, Rowdy in that scenario should have been the one off balance. He should have gone to the ground, but he's just such a unit. Yeah, I thought that video was absolutely hilarious. Anything else MLB-wise that we need to cover?
No, sir.
All right. Oh, anything there? No, we already
Is that
covered
Chris Bryant hurt again?
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. He might be better if he's
Emmanuel
not playing.
Clase.
Yeah, Emmanuel Clase sucks. I mean,
Horrible.
he is just awful right
Make
now.
Hunter Gaddis the closer. He gets it done.
Maybe. Tyler Glass now struggling with something, of course. Leg cramps right now. Could be anything. I mean, leg cramps might just turn into a UCL for him. There's no telling.
You think Chris Bryant just needs to hang it up?
Brother, if you went from where he was at to where he is at right now, just stop.
What was that? 2019 was
Just
like,
stop, bro.
wow.
That man was an MVP too recently to be playing like this. It's crazy.
It's bad.
That man was the best player on a World Series winning team too recently to be playing this bad. It's crazy. Also, I just realized at the end of the season, it'll have been 9 years since they won that World Series.
Damn.
Bro, I think we're getting old, bro.
Nah.
I don't know.
Shut up.
All right.
We're
I think,
not halfway to 50 yet. We're chilling.
That's true. I wonder who is out of this entire room of people.
Nathan, do you wake up in the morning with back pain?
I mean, I wake up in the morning with back pain. All right. I think that's going to do it for the MLB recap. I'm very excited to do these NFL draft predictions to the point where I'm not even going to show them on my screen so that you can't see them until I say them.
Okay.
I'm very excited. So we're going to do a couple of first-round specific predictions, and then we'll also do just full draft predictions. Nathan, if you don't mind keeping track of these so that we can note these on Thursday. Yeah, if you want to write them down on something. But, yeah, just kind of anything. It could be an exact pick if you want. It's maybe a crazy pick. It could be a trade. It could be some guy not going in round one that people think will go in round one. Anything. Got anything on the top of your mind?
Yeah, we could bang it out real quick. 4 cornerbacks you're going to be taking in the first round.
I like that one. My first one, I think Will Campbell's going to drop out of the top 10.
I can see that. You've been all about that because
I
you
have
think
been all
Mimbu
about it. I think Mimbu's
is
one.
the best O-line.
Yeah.
And then I can see Kelvin Banks.
Yeah, and I think that there's a lot of potential for some of the teams that don't need tackle to jump to trade up into the first round to take other positions like edge rusher.
The only thing that makes me nervous about it is that, like we've talked about it, there's certain teams that like certain players.
Yes, definitely.
And it seems that the Patriots...
Yeah, it does seem like the Patriots kind of like him. But we'll
the
see.
Patriots or the Giants? One of those two teams.
But I think it is the Patriots that like him. But the Patriots are also a team that could definitely trade out of the first or out of the top 10. Like, I mean, the 49ers jumping up there wouldn't be surprising.
I feel like if you're the Jets and Mimbu is on the board and you don't take him,
you're crazy.
That GM needs to be fired.
Yes. He just got hired, so that would be brutal. But
exactly.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think Membu's the guy. My next one, I think Cam Ward's the only first-round quarterback.
Nah, you're crazy.
I think that some of these teams can skip out on taking the quarterback in the first round.
Nah, you're fucking crazy.
I think it can. This is just a prediction.
Your mock draft literally
had 3. I know.
Exactly.
I'm just saying this is something that might happen on Thursday, and I would like to be there and know that at least I thought it could happen.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I think Cam Ward might be the only first-round quarterback. Because let's be honest, he's the only one that's worthy of it. It's just everybody's like, oh, well, this team has to take a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
No, they don't. they could just do it later. Because nobody else is taking one in the first round. There's only a few teams that really should or could take one in the first round. And most of them could probably get away with doing it in the second.
Yeah. All right, you ready for some crazy shit?
Yeah, give me one.
Yeah, Luther Burden's a round 2 guy.
I mean, go look at my last mock draft back. Yeah, I agree. I'll just go ahead and give a sneak preview. Luke does not agree with that take.
Yeah, dude. Bro, the downfall from Luther Burden of when the last college football game ended
Yeah.
to now is insane.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. The downfall from before the season started to now for his draft stock has been insane. Yeah. If you would have asked
Brady
me going
Cook
into
didn't
the
help
year,
him in the
yeah,
season.
that's fair. But if you would have asked me going into the season,
Who the best wide receiver?
who the best wide receiver in this
Luther
class was
Burden.
going to be, it was going to be Burden or McMillan. And now they are both probably top 3,
Yeah,
Tet
Luther
is
might be
miles ahead of
3.
him. Yes,
He might be 4
you might be.
because you got
Golden.
Golden, Igbuka, McMillan.
Yeah, Buka is definitely up there as well.
I'm trying to think if there's another one.
There's plenty. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are floating around there.
Yeah.
I got a fun one. So last year there was a record 23 offensive players selected in the first round.
Oh, there's gonna be minimal.
It
offensive players.
was previously 19 before last year. It began with 14 straight offensive picks last year. This year it'll be 16 and 16. I think it'll be an even split, and that would be counting Travis Hunter's defense. By the way, actually, my most recent mock draft, if you count Travis Hunter's defense, would have been 17 defense, 15 offense. So I really do think it's going to be that kind of split. I mean, we're going to see a lot of defensive players because this is a very good defensive draft, especially when you're talking defensive line, which is a big need for a ton of teams.
All right, next one. The Falcons are going to draft an offensive player. And I'm just
wait till
within
what
the
I
first
have.
3 rounds.
I've already got something for the later in the draft predictions.
Yeah, they're going to take Dylan Gabriel with the 15th pick in the NFL draft.
We'll see. I think there's going to be 4 trades.
In the
4
first round?
trades in the first round.
Who are they?
I don't know. I already predicted 3 of them in my mock draft.
It was the Patriots, the Seahawks.
No, not the Patriots. I had.
I thought you had the Patriots trading down.
No, I had.
You had the Bears.
I had the Bengals trading up.
Okay.
I had the Bengals trading up with the Dolphins, and I had the Seahawks trading up with the Cowboys. And then I had the Browns trading up into the end of the first round with the Chiefs.
Gotcha.
I think there might be another one because I think it'll either be the Patriots or the Jags.
You see
Trading
Do you
down.
think we see any teams get 2 picks in the first round this year?
I think the Browns are certainly one that could. I think, and this one's kind of bold. This is actually my next prediction that I have on here. I think the Bengals might, because I think they might trade Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Because
It's very possible, especially
seemingly-
because where they're at,
yeah.
there's a lot of edge rushers on the board.
Yeah. And
then-
I even think that the Bengals might trade Trey Hendrickson to somebody that's drafting ahead of them
Mm-hmm.
and get a pick ahead of them and still have 17.
You think they could trade with either the Patriots or
Well, see, the thing is
Giants
I
and get
think-
Abdul Carter?
I think Hendrickson wants to play for a contender. That's the only problem. And so when you're talking about contenders ahead of the Bengals, there's not a ton of options. So I do think maybe they do end up trading
Are
back.
the Cowboys ahead of them?
Yes,
I
the
believe
Cowboys
so.
are ahead of them. That would be interesting. But also, I mean, they're a team that could be trading Micah Parsons.
So we get like a little 3-team trade action going on?
I don't know.
That would be crazy.
That would be a little much. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can just predict that right now. That would be insane.
Okay, so what if the Falcons were one of those teams that got one of them
I'm all for it. Get rid of our first round pick.
and they traded out of the first round and got 2 second-round picks?
I'd take 2/3.
Yeah.
The Bengals have a lot of draft capital. Or no, sorry, they don't.
Because
Never
then
mind.
we
Sorry.
could just throw
Cowboys do.
like edge rusher to like the 3rd or 4th
Yeah.
needed one.
Oh yeah.
And then we could pick up a really solid cornerback in the second round
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe even look at another linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, if the Falcons traded for Hendrickson or Parsons during the first round, gave up our first round pick, I'm fine with that. Second round, corner, probably get like Siobhan Ravel maybe.
He might be a first rounder, big dog. He might be
Loki,
going to
yeah.
he might be going to the Rams.
He might. We'll see.
I think if anybody is available, it's either Hairston or Amos.
But there is a lot of good corners that'll be available in the
Oh,
round two,
absolutely.
for sure.
We've seen it, bro. We did our Falcons mock.
That's true. That's true. Any other first round ones? I don't have anything like necessarily that jumps out at me. I do think obviously the Falcons will probably make a bad pick. If I had to guess.
Yeah, Amari and Hampton might be on the board by then.
Yeah. Oh God. I actually have that in my predictions here down the list. I have Falcons make all the worst picks possible, probably draft a running back or quarterback.
No, I think one of the big names that's been floating all throughout the first round talk is going to fall to day 2.
Okay.
Josh Simmons, I think is his name.
Oh yeah, the tackle at
from
Ohio State.
I think he falls out. He's
one that's kind of on the border anyways.
and there's a lot of think about it. In like the beginning of this whole draft process, he was like sitting like in like the mid-teens.
Yeah.
Like he was like projected to go to the 49ers at like 11 or 12. But that dude from Oregon's jumping, bro.
Yeah, Josh Connerly. He's very good.
He's jumping.
He's very good. There's a lot of guys that I think are really teetering on like maybe jumping in the first round. I mean, last year there was definitely surprise first rounders like Ricky Pearsall there at the end.
What's the record for most edge rushers like taken in the first round?
Nathan,
because this could definitely be a year that it could break.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of tough because edge rusher is like a subjective term technically because it could be linebacker, it could be defensive end.
But right now everybody needs one.
Yes, definitely. I'm sure you can find like most draft picks by position or something. Let's talk about some rest of the draft type predictions. I've got an interesting one to start.
Okay.
I think Dallas skips on a running back in round 1 and they take Travion Henderson in round 2.
Yeah, I mean they could even look at someone like Quinshawn Judkins later.
Yeah. I'm almost afraid that too many running backs are going to go in round 2. I think as soon as one team takes one,
it's just
everybody's going to take him. It's just like when, the Falcons, when they took Rook in the second round, 4 more defensive tackles go off in the next like 6 picks.
Yeah, which Rook was a horrible pick.
Yeah, he was like the worst out of the bunch. I mean, like, Braden Fisk went after him.
What the?
I hate looking at that second round. It's so bad.
I don't mind that.
So bad.
So, what do you think? What position do you think they need to go first?
Who, the Cowboys?
Yeah,
I think they go either interior offensive line or wide out.
I could see them go, especially if Tet's available.
If Tet's available at 12, I mean that's reasonable.
I think I had Luther Burden going to them in my mock.
Yeah.
But he's a guy that if he doesn't get drafted high, I could see them falling.
Yeah, and I mean the Cowboys also, like, if they're interested in somebody like Tyler Booker maybe for interior offensive line, because what's his name? Zach Martin just retired. I mean, you're going to need somebody. So if they wanted Tyler Booker, they could maybe trade back, and that's actually that might have been my exact prediction.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
There's not that many like outstanding guards.
No, and I mean Gray Zabel's kind of a guard, but he's kind of just anything.
Yeah.
On the offensive line, so that one's kind of tricky as well. So the most was 7 edge rushers. I mean, okay, well let's
Abdul,
Jalen Walker, Michael Williams,
Shamar
Stewart. Mike Green,
James Pierce.
Yeah, James Pierce, Ezeraku.
Yeah. Scorton.
I don't know about Scorton.
But he's one of those on the fence that could
he's on the fence. So that's 8. I think we're missing somebody.
Landon Jackson's another one on the fence.
Landon Jackson's on the fence.
I feel like we're missing like a really big one.
I do think we are as well. I'm going to pull up my last mock draft. Come on. Let's see. We already said Walker, Williams, Green, Shamar, Ezeraku. No, that's all the ones I had in my first round. Yeah, I think we could break it. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible.
Does it tell you what year? What year?
2012. Who was in that class?
Pull it up. Yeah,
I got it.
Okay.
That class: Bruce Irvin, Quentin Copples, Melvin Ingram, Shea McClellan, Chandler Jones, Whitney Mercilus, and Nick Perry.
Okay.
So it sounds like 3 of those guys were good.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a great class.
A lot of years had 6. 6 was like the next most common.
I think 6 is very reasonable for this year.
Yeah.
because you also have to factor in a lot of the defensive linemen. For some reason, one of my I believe that is one of my hairs. Okay, I was about to say, bro.
They were tackling me
Gotcha.
today.
Yeah. Okay, so this one's kind of a bold prediction. I already told Nathan and Colin about this prediction. I think that the Steelers are going to trade George Pickens on day 2 for a pick in the second round.
Okay.
Obviously, that one will be happening later. I guess it could technically happen on night 1.
You think they'll trade out of the first round?
No, I think they stay in the first round, but they trade up in the second round with Pickens because, and that one kind of plays off the only one first-round quarterback.
Then they can get a quarterback in round 2.
Yes. Because, I mean, like, think about it. If you're at 21... There's a good chance. Maybe you draft a wide receiver, or maybe you draft like Colston Loveland at 21 if he's there.
Do you need a tight end?
Yes.
With Pat Freiermuth?
No, Freiermuth's pretty much done.
You think so?
I think that's the case. I mean, a lot of people have been saying Loveland to the Steelers.
I've been seeing a lot of people that saying they need to grab cornerback.
They could also go corner. That is
to help Joey Porter
for sure. There's a lot of things they could do, but I think if you trade Pickens, you move up in the second round. You already have the wide receiver 1, and Pickens has had his fair share of problems in Pittsburgh already. You're about to have to pay him. He's only 24 years old, so he's got some value. I think you could definitely get something good out of it.
Yeah, and if they get 2 picks in the second round, that helps because they need a running back.
Yeah, that would be big.
They lost Najee, and Warren's not ready to be a running back 1.
Yeah. So, I mean, even if you do draft the quarterback in the first round, maybe you trade up in the second round and grab like a Travion Henderson there. It could be big. I don't know.
Yeah, because then you could go Travion Henderson and that wide out from Iowa State.
Yeah, Jaden Higgins. That would be good too.
Or Jalen Royals.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options. I got 2 guys I think will go undrafted. First one, Shiloh Sanders. I've been saying this one for a while, but I do think he's going undrafted.
I think the only way he gets drafted, he might be Mr. Irrelevant.
That would be a good Mr. Irrelevant. I would love to see the word irrelevant next to Shiloh Sanders. That will not be the last time we hear that.
Yeah. The only way I can see that is because, like, his dad.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
for sure.
My son's.
Who's got the last pick, Nathan? Can we see who it is? Because if it's the Cowboys have the last pick somehow.
No, they're taking him.
Shiloh will be a Cowboy.
Yeah, because it's going to come down to, like...
The Chiefs have the final pick. Would they?
No,
I mean, they'll probably trade that.
Andy Reid don't want no drama on his team.
Hell no, bro.
He only takes murder. I mean, we're chilling.
Yeah. The other one is Isaiah Bond. I think this whole situation that he's in right now, he might be screwed. So I think Isaiah Bond might go undrafted.
The problem hasn't resolved.
Yeah, no, it has not gone away.
Yeah.
That is for sure. It might. It's kind of just getting worse.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Isaiah Bond might get undrafted because you got to remember, just because something happens doesn't mean you get your pick back. It doesn't mean you get to do something. Sure, you'll have to draft some other guy or you'll have to pick up some guy that didn't get drafted. But if you take Bond in like the 5th round, I mean, that's a waste of a pick.
Yeah.
Especially underperforming at the combine and then this. I mean, it's awful.
I'm going to make my prediction for steal a draft.
Okay.
Jimmy Horn Jr.
Interesting. I love that. We've been talking highly of
that
Jimmy
dude.
Horn.
He's got like a work ethic like none other, and the whole thing with his family and everything. I could see him being the guy that's just like he's him.
Yeah,
but he's got to go to the right team.
That is very true. He definitely has to go to the right team.
But hear me out.
Falcons.
I would not be mad if the Falcons got him.
That would be a sick pick for
a
the
great
Falcons.
slot receiver.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Panthers. His dad played for the Panthers.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be good.
Besides, their wideouts are pretty slow right now. You get a slot receiver in the middle. But here's the thing. If they go wide receiver in the first, I don't think they'll go wide receiver later on. I think there's too many priorities.
Okay, I think there's 2 teams in this draft that have a lot of draft capital and very much have big needs. And I think they can make a big step with a trade. Maybe for a player, maybe just for a higher pick. Carolina, definitely going to make some trades. They've got 3 5th-round picks.
Listen, you saw how their draft can go.
Yeah.
If I was their GM, and I changed that program.
Okay, that is fair.
Dude, that was an amazing fucking draft.
But also the Browns, 3 6th-round picks.
Yeah.
That could also be big for them.
Yeah.
For the Browns and for Carolina, both of them could make some big moves with that late draft capital.
But the Browns had to take Travis Hunter, right?
I think so. I know I didn't predict it because I would rather Abdul Carter be there.
Everyone's still talking about how they need to take Shedeur at 2. And I think that you are so
Gotta
stupid
be out of your mind.
if you take Shedeur.
Bro, honestly, you might be able to get Shedeur second in the – or no, they have the first pick in the second round.
Yeah.
You might get him right there.
Crazy take right here. Kenny Pickett's better than Shedeur at the moment.
I mean, yeah. I'd say it. But also, is Kenny Pickett's jersey retired at his university? Honestly, it might be. Pitt doesn't have, like, that many guys to go off
but
of.
it's not.
At least recently, it's probably not. Okay.
That might be the most insane thing.
I mean, if I had to
I've
guess for Pitt, like, they do have a couple legends. I mean,
the guy went 13-11 at Colorado.
yeah. I mean, Pitt is probably Ditka, and they had a running back, like a very good all-time running back that I can't think of as well.
I don't know. You did that Pitt. Pitt was on there as a running back.
Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald, definitely. Dan Marino, yeah. Tony Dorsett, okay. I don't know
Did
who
Philip
that is.
Dorsett go there?
No. Okay, so Ditka is retired. Okay, so Kenny Pickett definitely not deserving of being
No.
retired. What about Nathan Peterman? What about Ben DiNucci?
Yo, Nathan, you got any predictions for the first round? You got anything you want to throw out there?
You want to throw out there for us? To...
You never made a mock or anything. You don't got nothing?
Okay, yeah.
All right, you got 30 seconds.
Yeah, we're about to move on. I mean, Colin, do you have anything else you would like to throw out there?
How do you feel about Derek Harmon?
I love him.
Yeah.
I think he's a first rounder.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what I've been thinking that he is a guy that the Bengals should really target.
Agreed.
Because their defensive tackles, more than anything, were abysmal last year.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be like whoever the Cardinals take, because they're probably going to take an interior guy, the Bengals just take the next guy.
So it's either going to be Derek Harmon, Walter Nolan.
Or Kenneth Grant, I guess. He's also there in the mix.
Either of them are really high on Kenneth. I think it's almost sold Kenneth Grant's going to go to the Chargers.
I do love Kenneth Grant to the Chargers.
What's up?
That's for sure.
All right, mine's more post-draft.
Okay.
But as much as I love Ashton Ginty, I don't think he'll be the best running back drafted this year.
So, any predictions on who that might be?
I think it could be Scadaboo or Amarian Hampton.
The thing
I
is,
think Scadaboo's just going to put in the effort.
Scadaboo's
going
to play, but he's not going to be playing running back.
yeah. So here's the thing:
He
with
might be playing fucking special teams and killing people.
Yeah.
with all these running backs that are getting drafted out of the first round, they're not going to be starters on their team.
Unless the Steelers get.
Well, Ginty will be the starter for the Raiders.
No, that's what I said. Out of the first. round.
Yeah, outside of the first round. Yeah,
I don't know if
most
the
of those guys wouldn't-
Steelers pick a running back. I think whoever
Or the
they
Broncos.
get could be
Yeah.
the best running. I think
Steelers, Broncos.
I'll throw out
yeah.
the hot take, and I'll say that whoever the Steelers get at running back, if they draft one, will be the best statistic rookie running back this
Their
year.
O line sucks.
Doesn't matter. He's got to get loose then.
I can tell you. I
Yeah.
can tell you this.
You think the Raiders O line's really good?
I think Scadaboo's going to fall in the draft.
I do too.
Oh, he is.
I think he's going day 3 for sure.
But I still think he's just one of those guys. Lunch
He's
going to
be a great
first in, last
Special
out.
team guy immediately.
All right, here you go.
He might be.
We're
He
gonna
might
make-
be the Zach Bond.
we're gonna make a
practice
prediction here.
squad and makes
Yeah.
his way in.
Where's Ryan Fitzgerald going?
3rd round.
No, I meant like what team?
What team?
Yeah, guess what team? My guess is the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean that would make
Eddie
sense.
Pinheiro sucks.
Yeah.
Low-key, the Falcons got need a kicker.
Did the Buccaneers keep what's his name?
Suck up. No, he's been gone, right?
No, McLaughlin?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that their
Chase
kicker?
McLaughlin.
I feel like he left.
Nathan, you got any ideas? Just throw out a random team.
Hopefully the fucking Falcons. We need somebody.
Yeah, I
who
mean
can
we
make
should
a field
definitely
goal.
replace Youngway.
Would you get a Ryan Fitzgerald jersey?
No,
I would.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I would totally get a Ryan Fitzgerald jersey. I'll get an Alex Mastromano jersey too.
I would get a Mastromano jersey if he makes it. Just because the name is just
Yeah.
such a funny one to look at on a jersey.
If I'm playing in a league with punters next year, Mastromano's getting a pickup.
Just wait till y'all see my Micah Parsons Falcons
Persons.
jersey.
Yeah, Colin's gonna get a Persons jersy.
Confuse the hell out of him.
Bro, did you see?
I was
what-
about to ask
yeah,
him
the Marcelo
question.
Ozuna guy, the guy that dresses up like Marcelo
Ozuna?
Ozuna.
Yes.
Did you
Yeah.
see what jerseys he's been wearing?
No.
The other night he wore Robinson Cano in the red. red Robinson Cano jersey.
Please tell me he had a Dallas Keuchel jersey on.
No, but
dude,
Colin-
today he
Colin-
beat you.
He's making you look like a casual
Dude.
with jerseys.
Fuck, who was it? We picked him up for like a couple weeks, a few years ago. He played for like the Marlins outfielder.
Brian Anderson.
No, Alex Dickerson.
Mm,
He was wearing an Alex Dickerson.
I'll go get a Matt
Braves
Joyce jersey.
That would be a good one too. Like Alex Dickerson's crazy.
Yeah, I'll just wait. All right, I'm about to start bringing some heat
And
now.
and Alex Dickerson, the guy that Alex Dickerson, the guy that the Ozuna guy was standing next to, I believe was wearing a Rick Kranitz jersey, which was hilarious. Okay. Any more draft predictions for the board, or maybe draft night special predictions? What's gonna happen just with the guys?
Me and Mike are gonna argue.
Okay, well, that's not much of a prediction. That's a guarantee.
Um,
I think Luke flips his lid and jumps up off the couch to yell at one of you guys
Oh, I like that.
about something. Or when the Steelers pick, Luke loses his mind. I don't know if it'll be good or bad.
I mean,
I think Luke
I think
during
Luke's
the
gonna be
Steelers
on one.
after the Steelers pick is
Oh.
gonna leave for about 30
no.
minutes.
Here's a prediction. Luke is gonna make fun of the Falcons for making a bad pick, and then the Steelers will make a worse one. That's what's gonna happen. And then all three of us are going to gang up on him.
What's the over-under line on Luke making fun of a child that
Oh,
has some
that's
sort
true.
of family
Yeah, I mean the
problem?
over under
Is
it's got to
half?
be at least at like 1.5.
Nah,
I mean,
we don't know
that's
if it'll be
boosted.
multiple.
That's
He's
boosted.
set
Yeah,
the
that's the
precedent.
boosted
He
line.
set the precedent. He does it once.
Yeah,
He
Exactly,
might
so
do
the
it
line-
twice.
The line's got to be half.
He might do it twice.
Or maybe the line's just one. Maybe it's a whole number.
Maybe.
nah, it's half.
Yeah.
But if you're feeling frisky,
Or do you think we'll get any like good moments of like the guys that are at home? I don't know who all's invited to the draft, like who all's going to be in attendance yet. I don't know if that's out, but like,
I think so. I think you can pull it up. I think I
yeah,
saw something.
do we have like
I
a
know-
list of the guys that are
I
there?
know
'Cause, like,
Shadur's
yeah,
one.
actually, let's do this. Who that's going to be there isn't going to get picked in the first round?
We'll see. Let's see if we can find the
'Cause-
list.
All
If
right.
we've got that
I got a
list.
full list.
You can
Okay.
say Shadur.
All right, quarterbacks. We have Cam Ward,
Shador probably won't be there.
Jalen Milrow,
Oh,
and Shadur.
Milrow.
Oh, well, yeah.
Milroe's not going.
Milroe's not going in the first
Yeah,
round.
what the hell is he doing there?
He might not even get a table.
Gen-
He's gonna be
Genty
as a
is the
fan.
only running back.
That's
Yeah,
that's
smart.
Wide receivers / cornerbacks. Travis Hunter,
Nice.
Matthew Golden, Ted Aroa, and Armin Menbu.
He's an offensive
Yeah, I
lineman,
don't
but
know
okay.
why it's got him there.
Is this Google AI?
Yeah. Will Campbell, Josh Simmons, Tyler Booker, Kelvin Banks,
Tyler
Abdul
Booker and
Carter,
Josh
Shamar
Simmons.
Stewart, Mason Graham, Jahad Campbell, Jalen Walker,
I'm glad that this is like top players in the draft.
Will Johnson, Maxwell Hairston, Jade Barron,
Ooh,
Maxwell Harrison might not.
is iffy.
Malachi Starks, Michael Williams, Mike Green, Colston Loveland, Tyler Warren.
You think all the Georgia guys just have their own table together?
That would be pretty sick.
I
Or
hope
at
they
least
don't drive
close.
together.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Now
That's-
Kirby's probably driving them to the draft.
All the way to Green Bay.
So, yeah. They're not even flying.
Nah,
Dogs drive safe, baby.
Yeah.
NFL literally is probably going to send a car for all three of them to get into
Yeah.
and put them in the very back,
Straight jackets, everything.
handcuffed
We'll see. We'll see. I hope
in
not.
the back of the car.
Yeah. Don't sleep on Dan Jackson to be a great undrafted free agent.
On the Eagles, right?
Probably. Love Dan Jackson. Okay, is that it for draft predictions? Any other things for like our guys or maybe just
I
the
have a quick
special
trivia
itself?
for you.
Okay.
I have a list pulled up of what college has had the most people drafted by position. You guys want to guess at a couple?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks.
They have 17 drafted.
And this is just drafted.
Yep. Ever.
Ohio State.
No, Ohio State has 11.
Okay. We said 17?
Yep.
Okay.
Next closest, I'll give you the two teams that are the next closest.
Okay.
Stanford with
Yep,
15
That makes sense.
and Florida State with 15.
Nice. Hell yeah. Notre Dame.
Nope.
Okay. Got any?
I think you're thinking too far back of being good.
Miami.
I just
You're thinking too recent. In between those two, who was really good?
LSU.
No.
I can't think of
Oklahoma.
No, I
Nebraska?
think it's still too early. Still too early. just
Really?
after Nebraska.
Cal.
Just after USC.
Yes.
Yeah,
That makes sense. How did none of us
Yeah.
guess USC?
Yeah.
USC has 17.
I'm really bad at this kind of trivia.
This kind
Only-
of stuff's pretty
Only
tricky.
4 first rounders though out of 17.
Because that's the tough part. Is like half those dudes are probably like 5th rounders.
Let's go to wide receivers. We got 2
Okay.
schools tied.
LSU,
No.
Ohio State.
No.
I mean, recently it's been those.
Alabama.
LSU has 32. Ohio State has 35.
Yeah, this would be easier if it was just first rounders.
How far down is Alabama?
Both of these are actually tied in first rounder amount too.
Really? Is it a team out west?
One of them.
Okay. Oregon.
Oregon. not
USC
in the
again.
top. It is USC
Yeah.
again.
Wow.
And
They
the other
produced
one?
so many
Alabama?
offensive.
Nope. Miami.
Oh.
Oh,
With 40. Next closest were Florida and Tennessee, who have 37.
It's tough when it's just drafted and not first
Tight ends?
rounders.
Who's tight end? You.
Iowa.
Nope.
Notre Dame.
Yep.
Sorry.
21 tight
Those
ends.
are the 2. Yeah.
All right. What about D lineman?
Yeah. Defense.
Oh, fuck.
With 49 D lineman drafted.
Man, that's a lot.
13 first rounders.
Alabama.
Nope.
Georgia.
Alabama with 40. Georgia not on here.
Tennessee.
Nope.
Texas.
I was
No.
about to say that. Michigan.
Nope.
Michigan State.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Miami.
It is Miami.
Oh,
It's pretty sick.
Next
thought of Ray
closest
Lewis.
were LSU,
not even
USC,
defensive lineman.
Nebraska.
Yeah,
and
but I
Florida.
watched the
Linebacker.
movie recently and I was like, or like the show.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Who is DBU
DBU.
with 53 12
LSU.
first rounders?
LSU.
No.
Florida
Miami.
State.
Florida State and Miami are actually tied at 42. LSU is at 39.
Ohio State.
It is Ohio State with 53.
Shout out Jeff Okuda.
About running backs.
Georgia.
I mean, they should have a lot.
With 40 running backs.
Maybe not that many.
Yeah.
2
Texas?
first rounders. though.
How far back is Alabama?
29.
Damn.
Syracuse.
No.
USC.
No, they are in second with 39. One less.
Damn. Shout out Marcus Allen.
Texas Tech.
Definitely not.
Oklahoma.
No, they are in third or tied for third with 36.
Wisconsin.
Florida.
Nope.
Tennessee.
Nope.
Kentucky.
Nope.
Vanderbilt.
You're in the wrong conference.
UMass Amherst.
Clemson.
Still in the wrong conference.
Berry College.
Definitely not.
Cal.
Kennesaw State.
Definitely not.
Michigan.
Reinhardt.
Can you name a running back from that went to Reinhardt?
Michigan has
I don't even know if they
33,
have
by the way.
football.
Can we get a conference?
I don't remember.
What?
Oh, so it's not a good school.
No, they're a
Marshall?
good school. I just always forget which one they're in.
Georgia Southern?
They're in one of the big 5, but I just forget which one.
Baylor.
Are we just like missing a very big school?
Yeah.
Like a really good
Yeah. That was
Ohio State?
really good for a while.
Has anyone said Texas?
Nebraska?
It is Nebraska. 40. Only 2 first rounders, though.
Oh, that's Big Ten.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. I
They
couldn't
used to
remember
be
if they're 10 or
Big
12.
12. They used to be Big 12.
There you go. See, I would have been way off. What position? Oh, did we do tight ends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one did I skip? I skipped one of them.
Probably
then
offensive
O-line.
line.
Oh yeah, a line.
Oh,
Notre Dame.
63. Yes, 7 first rounders.
it's impressive.
They're insane.
Second place USC, third place Nebraska,
All
and
right,
Penn
so
State are tied.
So just guess USC. Every
Weirdly
time.
enough, high up on the offensive lineman, Boston College.
yeah.
Yeah.
48. I
All right, I think that's
everybody.
enough.
All right, we can move on.
All right, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Nope. We got a couple of college football things to talk about. College football news to cover. And let's start with Nico. Nico Yamaliava
What an idiot.
leaves Tennessee due to NIL disagreement and is now heading to UCLA.
What a joke.
I hate this guy. I'll just say it. He's everything that's wrong with college football.
I
right
fucking
now.
love Heupel though.
Yeah. Shout out Josh Heupel. And also shout out Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning somehow broke this news to Josh Heupel. That's unbelievable. But yeah, this whole thing has just been a clusterfuck. I mean, it's absolutely insane. This is literally like when people say like this is what's wrong with the transfer portal and like with college football, this is literally it.
Shout out Nico's dad. You just ruined your son's
Yeah, I
college
mean,
career.
literally, he just made his son worth less.
And now he's going to UCLA where he's not going to get that much attention next season
No.
because he's playing for UCLA.
Yeah, he's
which
playing in
means
the
his draft
ACC, bro.
stock is just going to go even
Or
further
no,
down.
they're in the dude. He's gonna get crushed in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Jesus, he's screwed.
His dad thought he was worth $2 million more.
His
for
dad
having
is so stupid.
8 SEC touchdowns
Yeah.
last season.
What's crazy, his cousin, DJ Uwunglele, did the exact same thing.
So how much did UCLA give him?
I don't know.
I think the
Was-
rumor is
wasn't it like
1.7.
He's just not.
And he asked
Bro,
for 4?
That's what he
Who
wanted from
watched
Tennessee.
Nico Yamaleva play football last year and said that he deserves money?
They have $2 million more.
Let alone $2 million.
Ask for 4.
Exactly.
He was making 2.
Bro, what are
Then
we
he
talking
wanted
about?
to go to 4.
You greedy bastard.
And then they're giving him rumored 1.725, I think, or 1.750.
Bro, if
and
I
then after California taxes, it'll be like 900.
Bro,
grand.
if I was getting $2 million in college, I'm cool. I'll do anything
Bro,
you
if
want,
you
coach.
gave me $50 in college, I'd have been happy. Like, honestly,
just give me a car, a house.
I don't even need a house.
Give
Guys,
me
Brock Purdy's AAV is 934,000.
Yeah, wait, what am I saying? Pay for my tuition and I'll do
Yeah,
anything
pay for
you
my
want.
tuition and I'm happy.
Bro, literally, I'll walk
Oh.
to the game.
I don't care. It's on campus.
Yeah, bro.
You pay for my tuition and I get free dining hall shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're chilling.
I'll do an NIL deal with like a
Some local
Mexican
fucking-
restaurant.
Yeah, some
free
local
chips and
Mexican
queso.
restaurant.
Here's a
I don't need
here's
3.
a crazy
I
prediction.
mean, I'd like 3 mil, but I don't need it.
Crazy prediction, and don't come at me for this.
Okay.
He's gonna get caught up in some legal trouble over at UCLA.
Ooh, maybe like Leangelo Ball did.
Like it's
Stealing.
it's
and
something
shining.
that's gonna
Yeah.
just plummet his career.
If I had to guess, he's just gonna do exactly what DJ did because they're on the exact same career trajectory.
just go all over the place and never turn out to be good.
Yeah, I mean,
it just seems like the type of person he is.
I think it's
He's-
more his dad though. His dad's making these
I was
business
gonna say,
decisions for him.
It seems like a dad. It
Your
seems
dad
like a
should
Disney
not be
movie,
your
dude.
agent, bruh.
This
That's
seems
just
like a
what it
fucking
boils down
Disney
to.
movie. This is your dream,
Yes,
dad,
bro.
not mine.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
he won't say it.
Yeah,
I guess we haven't got to that part of the movie yet.
well, Nico
this
should have
is,
stood his ground and be
He's gonna
like,
start doing ballet soon. Or
Yeah.
something.
I mean, while we're on the NIL topic, Lane Kiffin is on some kind of media tour for something. I don't know what he's going around talking for, but he was on Theo Vaughn's podcast.
Oh,
He was also on the
gosh.
Pivot. I didn't watch the Theo Vaughn podcast, but I saw the clips from Pivot, and Ryan Clark brought up that Carson Beck's getting $4.3 million to go to Miami, and Lane Kiffin just goes, they gave him $4.3 million, and then goes, did they watch his game against us? And he was like, I shouldn't have said that. You guys
yeah,
strapped me.
but he's on a revenge tour now because they broke up, so
Yeah,
he might go crazy.
that's true. I mean,
Nah,
Lane
he's
Kiffin's
in
such a
Miami.
dog.
He's gonna get caught up with something.
Yeah. Also, he had a great 2-minute just spiel about his sobriety and how that's helped his family. Shout out Lane Kiffin.
Yeah. I always loved Lane.
I mean, Lane is awesome. Not as a football coach.
He's just a great dude.
Yeah, he's such a great guy. I
Crazy.
just love he when he does retire, he's gonna be so good on the Big Ten network.
It's gonna sound really
Like
bad because
SEC
you
network.
just talked about his sobriety and
Yeah.
stuff. He's a guy I definitely would want to get a drink with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like sit down at a bar and just be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
let's talk about life."
Well, I mean, that's what that dude commented on his daughter's post.
yeah.
That dude was like, I kind of want to just get a beer with your dad. And Landry Kiffin responded and was like, do your research. Nah, Lane Kiffin's cool as hell. I like him.
Wish he was there instead of what we got now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. You're already giving up on Kalen DeBoer?
I'm not giving up, but I'd rather have Lane Kiffin than him.
That's a hot take. I'll say that. Lee Corso retiring from College Game Day
That's
after
sad.
nearly 40 years. He'll
No
come
more,
up. His last show will be week 1.
No more mascot heads.
I mean, somebody's got to replace that, right?
Nick Saban's
yeah,
gonna
does
do
Nick
it.
Saban have to do that? I feel like Nick Saban
Ma-
doesn't necessarily have the
Bro,
personality. for it.
imagine him putting on the Auburn Tiger head
Okay.
mascot.
I love Pat McAfee, but
Nah.
don't put the mascot heads on Pat McAfee.
Nah.
We can't be doing that. That can't happen.
No.
That's all I'm saying. ESPN, if you're listening, please don't do that.
Yo, Pat. Look, give me a shot to kick. at one of your little events.
Bring game day to Kennesaw State so me and Colin can go kick.
No, hear me out though. I think it's 2026. Kennesaw State goes to Tennessee.
Game day is not going to be there.
No, but let's go.
Oh, well, I mean, we've got
But
time.
McAfee, I'm sure you'll be at Georgia or something. Let me pull up, and if I make a kick, $100,000.
Well, I mean,
And
you
I'm
get
McDonald's.
whatever the
And I-
pot is, which is like already higher than that. But I
And-
think he only does it to active college students.
and
You might
then-
have to go back to school. Yeah.
And then I will donate it to charity of your choice. Of his choice.
I mean, at that point, he should just do that in the first place and just not bank it on you kicking. He should just go ahead and do the donation. That would just make him look good. Yeah, exactly.
But hear me out.
He's already going to. If he gives you
Hear
the
me
money,
out.
he's writing it off.
I'm banging it.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm putting the snack packs on. We're going.
The snack packs?
My cleats.
Oh, I thought you meant the pudding. Like pudding cups. Like, what the fuck?
Let's do it. We'll tag Pat.
Yeah. I mean, we can
Light
try.
Light work. Let's do it.
I think we should just knock that out at the same time as Luke's Milk Mile. We'll just cut in between the two. We're not going right now.
Nah.
I got stuff to do.
maybe Thursday if we have a little bit of time before.
We don't.
Oh, never
I
mind.
won't have time, at least. All right, final topic for college football news. I guess if you guys wanted to go film the video of it, and then we could show it on the stream.
How many takes does it take?
How many attempts does it take?
for Colin to make an extra point?
I mean,
I'm
I
sure-
won't
I'm
be
sure
able to,
Mike-
but
Mike's off that day, or does he work?
I don't know.
He'll pull up.
Whatever. Okay, final topic for college football news. Colorado retiring the numbers 2 and number 12 for Shador and Travis Hunter. This is awful.
Yeah.
It is so bad. And they're trying to run this bullshit story that this isn't Deion's doing and that he said he didn't want to do it, but Colorado insisted. No.
Like I said earlier, he went 13-11 in 2 years at Colorado.
Yeah.
13-12. Sorry. Also, Tim Tebow doesn't even have his jersey retired, and he won 2 national championships.
Yeah. Nathan's got a list of players that don't they have not gotten their jerseys retired. Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes literally like funds the Texas Tech football program. Doesn't have
You're
his jersey
telling me
retired.
Adrian Peterson doesn't have his number
No.
retired?
Tebow, Johnny Football, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson at Louisville doesn't have his jersey retired. Matt Ryan for Boston College.
That's
Adrian
crazy.
Peterson, Vince Young, Deshaun Watson, Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is the GM of Stanford. Yeah. Baker Mayfield doesn't have his jersey retired. Mariota, McCaffrey. He's also for Stanford. Trevor Lawrence.
He shouldn't.
Chase Young, Devontae Smith. I mean, these guys are legends at their universities. Nothing. But a guy who, like you said, went 13-12, and another guy who missed half the season last year.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we talking about? 1-7 versus ranked opponents. No bowl wins. He was 0-1. 4th in school passing yards. Travis Hunter 7th in receiving yards for the school. These guys are not legends. They literally did nothing for your program. These weren't even the best seasons that Colorado's ever had. They had better years with other players. I mean, Cordell Stewart. So many guys that Colorado should have given love that they have not.
So if you think that this is not because of Deion, you're smoking dick.
Yeah. No, it's truly unbelievable. It's such a bullshit.
It
move.
pisses me off.
Don't they have a Heisman winner? Rashawn Salam didn't get his jersey retired until 2017. He won the Heisman in 94. And it took him passing away in 2016 for them to do it. That is so fucked. Absolutely
And
fucked.
you got Tweedledee and Tweedledum coming
Yeah,
through, and you're like,
exactly.
Yeah, let's retire their number.
Exactly. One
Deion,
of
how
them-
much money are you going to give us to retire their
Exactly.
numbers?
I think part of the fence I've been seeing as I looked through tweets about this was that they brought life to the program and brought so much money to the school.
Didn't retire Dion.
And that's the stat that was showing up there about how many touchdowns and stuff and yards
Yeah.
for school history. no, Colorado's not known as a football school.
Exactly.
That's not anything to be. You know, if it was like Alabama, Florida State, Georgia, like USC, even
Yeah.
like, all these big schools that are known for football,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh shit,
Like Jameis
that's
Winston.
Cool. Yeah.
Jameis Winston deserves it at Florida State, and he is getting it.
Yes.
He's going into their Hall of Fame. I don't even know if number 5 is getting retired, but he's going into the Hall of Fame for the team.
I don't think they retire.
Yeah,
many
I don't think
numbers.
Florida State retires numbers because there's too many good players that come through. But like Colorado, what are like?
If you're retiring numbers at just after having
Bro.
mid-ass seasons,
Yeah.
Alabama will be out of numbers.
Exactly.
I was about to say.
Retire Eric Bieniemy's number before these two guys. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
That's like when you look at like all the amazing wide receivers Alabama has put through.
Yeah,
They don't get retired because it's next man up.
exactly.
Two
And
or three-
running backs
I mean,
and
It's
DBs.
this theory. Number 11 should be retired at Penn State.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
In this theory, number 15 should never be worn again at the University of Florida.
Yeah, there's so
That's
many.
true.
There's
Yeah,
so many.
That is insane that Tim Tebow does not have his
It's
number retired
unbelievable.
at 15.
Heisman winner.
There's a lot. Well,
2-time national
based
champion.
on this situation, there's people you've never heard of that should have their jerseys
Yeah.
retired.
If I like,
Bro,
if I was
does
going-
Andy Dalton have his jersey retired at TCU?
Probably not. But
He deserves it.
there's probably like some guy at fucking Marshall that should have his jersey retired
Yeah.
because of this kind of thing.
No,
Dude.
this is bullshit.
if I got recruited to go play football at University of Florida, and they're like, "Oh, here's your jersey," and I see that it's number 15, I'm telling them I want a different jersey.
Yeah. Also, if I got recruited to play football at Florida, I'd say no. So let's put that out on
Alabama
the
has
table.
not officially
Why?
retired.
I'm not
any
playing at
jersey
Florida.
numbers.
If they gave you,
They would be my only offer. I'd say no.
if they
I'd
gave
quit
you
football.
no
If,
shot.
if Florida was my only offer to play college football, I would quit football. I would find another sport to play. I'd walk on somewhere. I'm dead serious.
Okay,
100% dead serious.
That's crazy. That's crazy because wow,
Same with Miami.
that's crazy.
Would you go play at Auburn?
If they were the only team that gave me a full ride, absolutely.
You're crazy. Not a real fan. Shout out Fred Biletnikoff, by the way.
Yeah, he's a fucking award.
Yeah. Dion's got his number retired at
Work
Florida
done
State.
makes sense.
Yeah.
This is the most recent.
Yeah. Chris Wanke, who's the quarterback in 2000.
Charlie Ward makes sense.
Yeah. Heisman winner.
Alabama has never retired numbers, so
That makes sense.
Yeah,
makes
I mean,
sense.
they're too historic of a
Yeah.
program.
I'm sure there's a bunch of schools that are like that just
Yeah.
because, like we said,
I mean,
Nebraska, USC,
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
I'm going to be
those
honest. I
schools
think
would run
retiring
out.
jersey numbers in college is kind of stupid now.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Especially because, like, you got guys that wear those jersey numbers on both sides of the ball, too.
Yeah, there's limited jerseys.
Yeah.
Like it's not like there's a lot of jerseys.
Exactly. You can't be retiring that many numbers. You can't be like the Yankees.
Yeah. Where it's like, yeah,
they're almost out
you
of
have a choice
they're out
of
single
11
digits.
numbers.
We're gonna start seeing number 102 out there on the field.
Yeah. That would be crazy. Seeing triple digits.
Fucking practice squad type shit.
Yeah. Yeah. The long snappers wearing 190. That would be
Oh,
insane.
man.
All right. I think that wraps it up. Do we have a game that you'd like us to play, Nathan? All right. Well,
He's
should we
pulling
we'll take a pause and we'll set everything up and then we'll come back with it.
He's probably gonna pull up a battle up.
All right. We got a batter up ready to go. Next, we've got an immaculate grid after this.
Did I not just say
What?
I was gonna bring us in?
Too bad. I brought us in. All right. Colin, you had a guess in the break.
Yeah, rapid fire. Ready? Lars Newport.
Okay, I at least have to go off the clues here. Okay, NL Central, lefty, infielder. Give me Matt McClain.
Is he a lefty? Did we determine that?
Wait, I don't know if he... Oh, okay. Here we go.
I think he's a righty.
Shit.
Oh, it's easy. Bryce Turing.
Oh, yeah.
What? All right, so we got Pirate. Is this Adam Frazier?
Yeah, I mean, run Adam Frazier. He's an older guy, too, so that would work.
Bang.
Bang. Good stuff. All right, let's pull up that immaculate grid. We're rolling.
No, wait.
Fuck
no,
this.
we said we had.
This never goes well. It's always a weird lefty.
It's a pretty tall lefty.
He is very tall.
Is Mackenzie Gore tall?
Just
Just run Mackenzie Gore.
yeah,
we need
why
we need a
not?
starter.
please be a starter. Okay.
What team does Patrick Corbin start on?
God, we literally talked about him today.
Is he in the AL?
Rangers.
You want to run that?
I don't know if he's that tall. I mean, you could run it just so we can figure something out, but because like the age too, so off.
Oh yeah.
Because that doesn't help a ton. So
AL
it's the
Central or
It's just the AL Central.
East.
Oh
Personal
yeah, I
preference.
forgot. That's how it works.
Shane
Okay.
McClanahan.
I don't know if he's not that skinny, is he?
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right, you can run McClanahan. I mean, I'm just gonna let you roll because you've got names. I don't. Oh, he
Oh,
hasn't pitched
okay.
at all this season.
Trying to think of lefties in the Central.
Yeah. Is Bybee a lefty?
No, he's a righty.
Okay.
Scooble's not that tall.
No.
Reagan's is lefty, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's not built like that. I don't know why I keep thinking of Rockies. I obviously I know it's the AL, but AL East lefty.
It's not Garrett.
Is Grayson Rodriguez a lefty?
Righty.
Fuck. I can't remember anybody, bro. Like John Means.
I don't think he's that tall, but we can try it just to get the division.
Yeah.
I don't think he's on the Orioles anymore.
Is he not? He's on the Guardians. Okay, well then it's
It's-
the AL East.
It's the AL East.
Okay. Doesn't.
All right,
I
Blue
don't
Jays.
Love that. Blue Jays.
It's not Gosman, Brios,
Nope.
Bassett.
Nope. What team does? No, Ryan Yarborough's not a starter anymore, is he?
No. Red Sox. It's not
Crochet. It's
It's
not.
not Crochet.
It's not Bayo.
It's not Freed, right?
No, I would know Freed. I definitely would know Freed.
So it's
That
not
is
really
not
the
Freed.
Yankees, right? Because
Unless it's Rodon.
I thought he got. Is he still with the Yankees?
Yeah.
I mean, you can try it. I don't think he's that tall though.
I don't know. I think that the hype might maybe just be deceiving. Damn, bro. We're nowhere close. Oh, we got to keep thinking age. Gore was close in age. We keep going old. It's not the Yankees.
I think it's gonna be a Ray.
Rays.
I have a feeling it's gonna be a Ray.
You got McClanahan, Boz,
Bradley.
Bradley, Pepio.
Is he ready?
I can't remember.
We can try it
Ryan Pepio.
because he's pretty young, right?
Yeah. PEPIOT. Age is close. Fuck. Okay, so it's not Yankees, not Rays. So it's a Blue Jay, an Oriole, or a Red Sox. Lefty, 28 years old. Wait, how do we know he's 28? He could be 25. Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Lefties on the Orioles.
Dean Kramer.
Is he a lefty?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Eflin's a righty, right?
Morton's a righty.
Morton's a righty.
Rodriguez is a righty.
Sugano, I believe, is a righty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can't really think of anybody else. So do we want to just rock with that?
Rock with Creamer. What's the other teams? Red Sox and Blue Jays?
Mm-hmm.
Is Bowden Francis, he a righty? Or lefty?
I don't know who that is.
Fuck. I mean, who are the Blue Jays pitchers? Gosman, Francis, Barrios,
Bassett.
Bassett. He's a righty, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I
I
think-
guess Kramer.
Yeah, just run with Dean.
Kremer.
Please.
Oh, it was an Oriole, too.
Cade Povich.
Cade Povich? Fuck off.
He's short too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was about. I think I was right when I said earlier. Like the height, I think was just deceiving. I think it was just how they expanded it. All right, let's pull up that immaculate grid.
Hey, 1 for 2. I don't mind it.
I had already seen the immaculate grid, and I think Adam Frazier would be a great top left. He was our answer for the batter up, but
He might. Well, he was most well known on the Orioles, was he not? Or is
I
he
thought he was
well-known
most
for a
known in
Pirate?
Pittsburgh, yeah. Because that's when he got the trade to San Diego.
The thing is, did Frazier play for the A's at all?
No.
No.
No, the only teams he's played on this grid is Orioles and Mariners.
I mean, yeah, you can run it.
I just can't think of anybody else.
Yeah.
If you have another guy.
No, you got it.
Okay, Adam Frazier. I thought I'll take that. I just couldn't think of another guy that.
Yeah, no, we
hit
good.
that
We
one.
good. We good.
I think Machado's too obvious for Orioles Dodgers, right?
Yes.
Do we have a pitcher on that one? Flaherty?
Yeah, but is that
Flaherty
going to be
works.
recent enough to where
I
it's
think
a high
it
guess?
is maybe too recent.
Trying to think of the A's ones.
Yeah, the A's are always tough, man.
I feel like the A's Cardinals should. There's got to be. I feel like there's
Yeah.
got to be one.
Listella?
Sonny
was he on
Gray.
Cardinal?
Sonny Gray is
Sonny
the
Gray.
most obvious one I can think of.
Yeah. Oh, A's, Orioles, Ramon Laureano.
Yeah,
Run that.
but he's currently on the Orioles, so that
oh,
might
that's
be.
true.
But just run it. I can't really think of anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Okay, not
Not
bad.
bad. Not bad. I'm just glad I'm contributing right now.
Yeah.
I flopped last time out. I wanted to make a contribution here. There's got to be some Dodgers Brewers.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Damn. Okay, let's think of some Dodgers Cardinals. Obviously, Pujols is probably the big one.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
Lance Lynn.
Yeah, Lance Lynn is another. I feel like there's a reliever.
Ryan Helsley's only been a Cardinal, right?
Yeah. To my knowledge.
Gallegos only been a Cardinal.
I think so. You got any Brewers, Mariners? I know we're kind of diverting there, but
Brewers, man. Did Rowdy?
tough.
Rowdy play
Yeah.
for both of them?
Yeah, Rowdy played for both.
Let's run Rowdy.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else.
He's well known for the Blue Jays.
Yeah. It's not bad. That's not bad.
Look at that face,
I think
bro.
when it's all teams,
Yeah.
rarity scores are a little skewed.
I think if we can keep it under 10, I'm happy. with
Yeah.
it.
Mariners Cardinals feels weird. Just feels like two teams you don't see much.
Did Luis Castillo ever pitch for the Cardinals?
No. I feel like that one could be like a reliever.
Oh, I think I actually might know the most known one for Dodgers Cardinals.
Which
Tommy Edman.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I think we should
That's a
run
good
Lance
point.
Lynn.
Should we? Yeah, I mean, didn't really spend much time in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's run Lance Lynn for Dodgers Cardinals.
Lance.
Okay, hell yeah.
Take it.
That's much better than I thought we were gonna get from that.
Yeah.
Cardinals A's. I feel like there's probably like an infield guy.
Yeah.
Did Donaldson ever end up on like the Brewers or the Cardinals at the end? No, he was an Indian. That's what it was. He was an Indian and he was a Braves. He was an Indian. He wasn't a Guardian. Sorry.
Oh man, I wish the Royals were on here. Partner with the A's. I'd say Billy Butler so quick.
Thanks. Love that. Trying to think. Cardinals.
Trying to think of like
A's.
pitchers, bro.
Yeah. Severino wouldn't. He didn't play for any of these teams, did he? Severino play for the Brewers? Why do I feel like that happened?
I think didn't he just pitch? Isn't he on the Brewers
Oh,
right
he
now?
just pitched against the Brewers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's what just happened. But I mean, for some reason, I feel like he was there.
I don't
Maybe I'm
think
thinking
so.
of somebody else.
I feel like we should be able to knock out these LA ones.
Yeah, I know.
Should we run
Machado's the
Flaherty?
only one I could think of.
Should we run Flaherty?
Yeah, maybe.
We're probably missing. We're not thinking of like way back.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I think
I
run
don't
Flaherty.
have that kind of bag.
Just run Flaherty.
Yeah.
We're still getting back for Orioles Dodgers.
Yeah, Orioles Dodgers.
This probably will be over 10, if I had to guess. Jack.
Jack.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so we suck. There's probably
Okay.
a very obvious
okay. I got a Brewer Dodger. Yasmani Grandal.
one.
I think we should just run it. I
Yeah.
mean,
There
okay,
we go.
we're keeping it below 10. That's what I like to see.
Did Lucroy ever play for the A's? Why do I feel like he played for the A's?
I'm thinking Vogt. That's who hit my mind, not Luke Roy.
For some reason, I was thinking Lucroy has played for the. He's definitely played for the Brewers.
Yes, for sure.
I feel like he played for the A's for a minute.
Oh,
That's a tough one.
He's tough because you never know.
Yeah.
You never know with him. Oh man, yeah. That I don't know if I'm willing to pull the trigger on that. Did LaStella play for the Cardinals or Brewers? I know he played for the A's.
I think he played for the
LaStella a
Cardinals.
Cardinal? Was he?
So
I think we're thinking red, but he was an Angel.
I think he played for the Cardinals. I'll take fault for that one if I say we run that.
Okay. But like Wong? No, Wong was a Brewer and a Cardinal.
Oh gosh.
I don't like this.
Nah, run it. Run it.
Oh! It was the Angels. That's what it was. The red hat was the Angels. Yeah. Okay. Oh shit.
That just ruined my night.
That put us in a tough spot.
There we go.
Tough
Now
spot,
run Jonathan
no.
Lucroy for A's Brewers. Fuck
No.
it. No,
Don't
it's already
throw it
done.
away,
It's already
dude.
done. No, because I know that's right.
I don't think you do.
I know it's right.
All right. What are you putting on it? You already fucked us up. So
Yeah. I'll fill up a tank of gas on the way to Myrtle,
okay. A's Brewers. Jonathan Lucroy.
just so we get it on.
Straight from the
Oh man.
mouth. Wrong. Wow! What a pick! What a pick! That's crazy. What a pull! I love it. Congratulations, Colin. That was great. What? Oh, yeah.
Man.
Okay. Do we have a Mariner Cardinal? I keep thinking Randy Arozarena, but I don't know if he debuted with the Cardinals.
No.
Are we sure? I feel like he might have.
Hey, take your chance, bro.
Yeah. Do Randy Arozarena for Mariners Cardinals.
Wrong.
No, I think it's right. I think he debuted with them.
Good work.
It was high rarity, but I mean, we just need.
Oh, and it was over 10?
Yeah, I know, but we just needed.
Can
to
you
wrap
show us
that.
Cardinal A's, please? Mark McGuire, pretty easy one.
Yeah. Okay, I was right about Pujols and Machado. Oh, Nelson Cruz. I didn't even think of him as an Oriole.
All right, go to I want to see all the different A's Cardinals. Go to show right
Colton
there.
Wong being the highest for Cardinals Mariners is crazy. You talking Athletics Cardinals?
Yeah.
Eckersley? Didn't realize he was a Cardinal. Well, he didn't do
No,
much.
just scroll. We're looking for young. Yeah, we're looking for young.
You can sort by years, I think. Yeah. Ledness.
Cosmo, bro. Edwin Jackson,
Scotty.
bro. Edwin Jackson, the Immaculate
Yeah.
Grid King.
John Lester. One season guy with both of them.
Pat Neshek.
Yeah.
Matt Holliday.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Dan
Dan Heron.
Yeah. All right.
Ricardo Rincon. Shout out Moneyball.
Yeah, bro. I'm reading that book too right now.
You're still reading that? I
I
thought you
took a-
bought the
I-
book
I-
a year ago.
Yeah, but I just started reading
Oh,
it.
shout out
again recently.
Isringhausen as well.
Ron Gant, what a guy.
Mark Mulder. You can tell. You
Bobby
can see
Witt
that I've
Sr.,
clicked that
bro.
link before. You have clicked the Mark Mulder name.
Bro, we didn't get Bobby Witt.
Senior? No.
Canseco.
Ozzie Canseco. Who's that?
All right, we've seen enough.
Rick Honeycutt. Shout out. What the fuck is that name? OC OC Shrekken Ghost?
Career WAR 12.3.
I mean, click the more bio thing. It might have the pronunciation. No. All right. Oh, wait, he's buried at Kittening Kittening Cemetery in Kittening, Pennsylvania.
Went to
If
Rollins
anybody wants to
College
visit.
in Winter Park, Florida.
His first name's Freeman. Nice.
OC's better.
He's got a strong face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That jawline's correct. Who the fuck's that?
That's also it.
That's
Just
two
not
different people,
drawn.
bro.
I think the second one was an actual photo. The first one's a drawing. Wow. All right. Shout out old baseball players.
Hey, we gave it our best shot on that
Yeah,
grid.
I mean,
You
when
can't
it's
be
an
too
all
mad
when
about
it's an
that.
all team, it's tough.
It makes you think.
It's
bro.
tough, especially when we don't have like the Braves category. That typically helps us out. If
And we
we've got the
didn't-
Braves, we can get some deep cuts.
And we're young, so it's hard for us to
Yeah.
like really go back and pull.
Why do you have Justin Blackmon pulled up?
Yeah, that's
Oh, man.
what?
He's not looking good. Got arrested
For possession?
today. That was 2014. 2014, he got arrested for possession.
Oh.
Got arrested for public intoxication on Saturday. Is that 2:17 a.m. or p.m.? A.m. Ugh.
Yeah, you know the rules, man. Don't be outside.
He looks bad. He looks really bad. What? That's a different Justin Blackmon, Nathan. I think. Because that's a round 1, pick 5. What does that say? Oh, shit, that is him. Wow, he doesn't even look the same at all.
I think his nose got bigger.
That's crazy. He looks lighter. Yeah, he definitely got bigger. I
Brother
think
needs a
everything about him-
haircut too.
Yeah.
Looking nappy as hell.
Justin, you're looking rough.
All right, but I think that was a
That was-
phenomenal episode.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal episode. Make sure you guys check out the third annual second and short NFL Draft Night special.
It's gonna
Sorry,
be
not
a blast.
NFL Draft Night special.
Gonna be a blast.
It is going to be so amazing. All of us in person live on YouTube. Turn on the post notifications and subscribe here on YouTube so you know exactly when we go live. 7:50 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 6:50 Central. 5:50 Mountain. And if you're in England, that is
Good work.
12:50 a.m. All right. Make sure you join us, guys. And, of course, follow us on Instagram. Stay up to date with everything we got going on there. Follow us on TikTok to see the mock draft graphics and
y'all been
all the other
killing it.
stuff. Yeah.
Y'all keep commenting. Tell us what we're doing wrong.
Yes, definitely. Give us your entire mock draft in the comments on the TikToks.
Yeah. And just so y'all know, like me, Grayson, and Luke have a friendly competition just to see who can get the most picks right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, also, fun fact. Last year, my mock draft 1.0,
Better than your 2.0?
5 for 5 to start the draft.
Oh, first 5 picks were perfect.
Yeah.
Is that including like trades and were there
was-
any
were no
trades?
trades.
Were there any trades in the whole draft? Like first round?
Yeah, there was a couple.
That's right. That's my bad.
But
I'm tweaking.
yeah, the first 5 picks I had right, but on mock draft 1.
And you changed it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right, Colin, have you still not replaced 3 words?
Nah, we're just taking a little break. I'm sorry.
You think you can debut something maybe when we come back from Myrtle? So not the Myrtle Beach episode next Monday, but the week after.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Nathan,
debut
do you have a trivia question in the meantime?
Did we ever come up with how about this? We'll talk about this. Did we ever come up with a punishment that the worst for me, you, and Luke for our
for
little
mock drafts?
competition?
Or for anything? Oh, is there a different competition?
No, like of the mock draft. Like
Oh.
who has the
Who
worst
has
mock draft?
the worst accuracy? I mean, it's tough because we're all gonna have 2 mock drafts to go off of.
Yeah, but like you can pick between the 2.
Okay.
And
So you're best of the 2.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, you just have to get the amount of
The
like,
order,
correct
okay,
picks in
actually,
the first
order
round.
or team. Because if the team trades down and still takes the same player, I
Yeah,
think that should count
that counts because you picked them.
to go to that team.
Yeah, that's really what mock drafts are all
Because
about.
it's unfair. Like if I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna go here, but then some team that drafts up, like trades up to that spot, doesn't go for that position. That's
Hey, listen,
Not fair.
we're the ones making the rules.
true. I mean, I could grade them.
I feel like,
Okay.
all right. So here, the worst has to buy dinner. We'll go grab food somewhere. We'll just buy dinner.
Sometime, yeah. I was about not after the draft special because it'll be like 11 o'clock. But
No.
no,
Little fat shack ground.
we have to move everything back in here.
We'll figure it
okay.
out.
Yeah, we will figure something out. But
Maybe we'll let Nathan come up with a punishment.
maybe
Let it be something wicked.
I don't know about wicked.
about
That
this?
seems a little fucked.
If it's one of us two, they have to do the milk mile with Luke.
Oh,
But if it's Luke, he's got to do 2 miles.
oh God, two milks. Hell no, bro. We're not doing that though. Put him in the hospital.
Or we can give Luke the option. Be like, hey, Luke, double or nothing. If you
have the best mock
if you have the
draft out in the
best,
group.
me and Grayson will do the milk mile with you. But if you have the worst 2
Double
gallons,
milk,
2
double
miles,
mile.
live on YouTube.
Not live. You know, I don't have the capabilities of that, but we could. We will be filming the milk mile. I already
Yeah, I'll be
have that
kicking
decided.
PATs back in the background.
Maybe we'll see about that. I might have to get a gimbal. Yeah, and somebody will have to just run with Luke. I'll get a scooter.
You think he's just gonna run that as fast as he can just to get it over with? Like
I think. Yeah,
like
yeah. I
just
mean, you
drink
just
the
you
whole
gotta just
gallon
do
and
it.
then just go.
I don't know. This is a conversation to have live on the draft night special with Luke in
Yeah.
attendance. So we will continue the conversation there. Make sure you join us there on Thursday. Last reminder, no episode on Friday. We got the draft night special Thursday. Me and Colin will be back on Monday from Myrtle Beach. Nathan will be with us as well, and maybe some guest appearances from the boys. But we will be shooting an episode out there grading everybody's draft classes immediately after the draft's concluded. So got some fun stuff to look forward to.
I'm excited, man.
I'm very excited.
At night, if we're at the place where we're just gonna be watching the draft. Is that what we're
Oh
gonna do?
yeah, I thought you were about to talk about some weird shit going on at night.
I know we're gonna cuddle already.
All right, no, that's not happening. That's not happening. It's not
Man,
happening.
you've been playing footsies with me under the table
I-
this whole episode.
I wish the camera could see our feet right now.
I'm
because
thankful they can't.
my feet are off to the right, like as much as they could be. Nathan can check. One of my feet is pulled back under my chair.
I don't know. Yeah,
All right, guys, then we're gonna stop rambling here and let you guys go. So we will catch you guys on that draft special on Thursday live, 7:50 p.m. Make sure you check it out. Come join us. Join us in the comments.
stay blessed.
Yeah, stay blessed. There we go. There's a good outro from Colin. We'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the week.
Peace.
Peace.